It's time for my first video on the protagonist of the story, Monkey D. Luffy. Yeah, that's right. You have to endure this intro every goddamn time I release a new theory. Let's jump in. The awakening of Devil Fruit was something mentioned a long time ago. The first Devil Fruit users with the definitely mentioned awakened fruit were the Taurus gods in Impel Down. According to the wiki, Devil Fruit powers can in rare occasions be awakened, increasing the abilities of the user. The details of how a Devil Fruit can be awakened are so far unknown, but the increased abilities have been seen to allow significantly more power, as well as new abilities. The effect of the awakening depends on the type of the Devil Fruit. So, in case of the Impel Down gods, it made them look uglier.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Luffy is known of this since Luffy told him during their fight and showed him his awakened abilities. He could transform his surroundings into strings, allowing him to attack from different angles rather than only from himself. The same thing happened during the fight with Katakuri, which is shown right now in the anime. Let's talk about what Luffy's awakening could look like. I personally think the idea of Luffy transforming his surroundings into rubber is pretty boring. While it would be funny if Luffy could actually make his opponent's body meet the property of rubber, I think it will still be something changing his own body. As far as we know, all of Luffy's gears increase either his speed or raw physical strength. He is the type of fighter who approaches the enemy directly and does only physical damage via contact. That's why he stood no chance against Magellan. Only in his Gear 4 form, he tried some attacks where his fist would redirect while flying, so he could attack the enemy from an unexpected angle. But his ultimate finishing move was still the King Kong gun, a huge impact, all-in, straight forward punch. That's why I had this theory in my mind. What if Luffy actually could produce more rubber but uses this rubber to enlarge his entire body? I'm not talking about something like Gear 3, where he compresses air in chosen limbs, no. I'm talking about a Luffy who is scaled up but proportionally still correct. And it's not his body stretching or bulking up, it's actually more flesh, muscles and bones. And I'm not talking about the giant size Luffy, I'm talking about a Luffy the size of a Whitebeard. And he could still use gear 2nd, 3rd and 4th, just with more body mass and strength, but not less speed. Which means he doesn't have to give up his speed for more strength like he did with gear 3rd in the past anymore. But this huge power up has to have its downside, of course. Every power up so far had its negative effects. Gear 2nd was very stamina consuming at first. Gear 3rd would make Luffy tiny after a specific body part had grown. After Gear 4th, Luffy isn't able to use Haki for 10 minutes. But the downside of Luffy's awakening wouldn't have an effect on his Haki, only if he uses Haki on top of it, of course. But the enlarging isn't something like Gear 4th, where he combines it with Haki. It's something only coming from his Devil Fruit, and he has to rest a bit if he wants to do it again. Oh god, why does this all sound so wrong in so many levels? It would be like Law when he couldn't create new rooms. I hope it's not again an ability where the lifespan of Luffy will decrease when he uses it. That's some crap pulled in every damn shonen out there. God protect us. So, what do you think about my theory? I'm excited about your thoughts in the comments. That's it for this video. Maybe you already noticed that I have an inconsistent upload schedule. I always upload the day I have something new to tell. So if you don't want to miss anything, just subscribe. Otherwise, just check out my channel once a week. If you like this video, check out my last one you can see displayed in the top right corner. And...